Hi everybody, it's Sonia with Sonia Kay Kreations. Come on in and let's get crafting. 2 nights in a row, that's a record for me lately. If you're watching on the replay, let me know that you're watching. Make sure you follow. I'd appreciate it. We're so close to 25,000. We might hit it tonight, actually. So, I don't see anybody here yet. And of course, it's a little crooked. That's a little bit better. So come on in and we're going to get started. We're going to be making I guess you'd say like a little self-sitter, I mean, like kind of like a faux cloche or something. I don't know. Hi Carol, I'm glad you're here. So we're going to be using mostly Dollar Tree products. Probably everything could be found at Dollar Tree. Hi Susie, make sure you guys sprinkle. We're 19 away. 19 away from 25,000. And my husband said, I'm going to tell you guys again in a minute, but I'll give you guys the scoop. My husband said if we get 19 people during this live, or when I check it after the live, or if he checks it before and tells me, he will come crafting with me. So we got to sprinkle a lot because that's how we get more people to see what we're doing. Hi Jeanette and Cindy and Carol and Brenda and Dana and Marianne. So anyway, so what we're going to do tonight is I found this at Dollar Tree and I really like the color. So I'm not even going to paint it. I think it's a very springy color. It's kind of a tealish light blue color. So that was from Dollar Tree. And then we're going to use, oh shoot, I forgot something. I knew I was going to forget something. I had to tell my husband to go get it for me. This is just a bowl from Dollar Tree. So, honey, if you're watching, could you bring me the goof off from the laundry room? Or under the kitchen sink, I'm not sure. Hi, Glenda and Brenda and Carol. So anyway, so a bowl. And then we're using some beads, and we're using 2 of these. I don't know if you can get these at Dollar Tree. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby, but I got them from Dollar Tree. We're going to use these little, I didn't leave them out, but they're little circle wood pieces that you get from Dollar Tree in a package. Hi Joanne and Terry Jo, and thanks for sprinkling everybody. Okay, so first we're going to use a few other things, but those are the main things. I made the cutest carrot door hanger today using all items from Dollar Tree. Yeah, you should show me it. If you're not in my private group, you can. If you are in my private group, you can post it there. Otherwise, you can just post in the comments of any post, really. Happy Thursday, Barb. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I got a hair on here, take some white, of course. These didn't come stained. I just did pretty much all the staining ahead of time just so it's one less step that you guys have to sit here and watch. You know how I stain. I just take a baby wipe and put it on and wipe it off at the same time. This has something all over it. But you can put it on any way you like to stain. So one of these I'm going to, let's see, I gotta think. Yeah, one of them I'm just gonna do the top and the sides. I did stain the bottom, but I really didn't need to on this one. And then one of them I'm going to stain actually just the edges. I'll show you. I meant paint, not stain. Hi Judy and Cindy and everybody. Keep sprinkling. I told some people but if you're coming on now, that when I looked before I went live tonight, so just a couple minutes ago, I was 19 away from 25,000. So my husband said that if you guys sprinkle a lot, I know it's not all you can't help what people follow and stuff, but if you sprinkle a lot and we get 19 people during this live, or when I check after the live, that he will come craft with us. So I did one on that. And then this one, I'm just going to do the edges like this, because it's probably not going to show. I mean, it's going to show a little bit, but not very much. So I just want to make sure. Oh, I didn't really want to get it on the bottom. Kind of wanted to leave the bottom looking fairly good. I can fix that later. Thank you guys for sprinkling. Hi, Tina. So what do you guys do today? Alex and I actually did not go anywhere today. We stayed home, hung out. He's quieted tonight, but he's been giggly today, which is the opposite of yesterday when he was very, very quiet all day. Okay. So I just did that like that. And then this one, I painted the whole top and sides. I'm going to dry it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll dry it and then put one little more coat on there maybe. Your granddaughter was so cute in those pictures today. Yeah, my husband's a major Doug's fan, and so his sister from Arizona got Christian those for Carter. Those she got her. Oh, I don't know how I sprayed paint everywhere. Anyway, got Christian those for Carter, the duck onesies. So they're finally fitting her. I forgot, I need to paint this little one. This just needs to be on the one side and the sides. On the top and the sides. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Ida. That's great. My birthday's soon. Well, not till March, but that is not really that far away. It's like, well, it's actually just about a month away because my birthday's the beginning of March. Oh my goodness. I'm hitting the big 5-0. That's so depressing. I know it's not. It's just a number, but you know, it is a number that I don't like. Okay, so let's put a little more on this one. I know I'm going to sand a lot of this, but I don't like those streaks in it very much. And usually the second coat kind of takes care of that. I'm not going to worry about the side, so. We're making, I don't know, a spring shelf sitter thing with kind of a bird theme, but there won't be a bird. I was thinking about putting a bird, but I decided just to do eggs instead. Okay. So I'll let those dry for a second. I might need to paint a little more later because I don't know what colors. I'm going to do a couple things. My daughter will be 50 the 26th of this month, where the years go. So your daughter and I are only like the 26th. There's probably only, 28 days in this month. So we're not even a week apart, probably, me and your daughter. So anyway, so we're going to use some beads, and you guys have probably all heard how you paint beads or stain beads in putting them in like a Ziploc, you know, and then with a little stain or paint and water, and then you mix them around. Well, I've always had that dilemma where then when you dump them out, they're kind of clumpy. Well, I was watching a YouTube crafter, and she had such a good idea. She used a little flat or narrow rimmed cardboard box. But I didn't have one of those, so I just used a little crate thing I had from Dollar Tree that I've had forever and not used. So once you put them in the bag and you mix them all around and get them all good and covered, then you just dump them onto something like this, and then you go like this, and you can see how I did it, and it has all those little spots. You just go like that, and it like takes all the extra paint and gunk off, and then just let them dry. So it works really good. So that's what I did for those. So anyway, so now we need to dry these, and then we're going to start putting this thing together. I don't know if my husband heard me about the goof off I need, because meant to grab it and I forgot. I should just have some goof off in here. I think I have 2 things of it. It's gonna be gone or something. Yeah, so it works really good. Because I've always thought, well, that's a good idea. It gets them all covered in paint, but then they're always kind of a little bit gloopy. And also just make sure you add a little water, because then they're not as goopy. Ooh, I kind of fried that one. Got it too close on the paint. That's okay. We like it rustic, right? Okay. So then I'm going to take these. Oops, that's not very dry on the sides. That's okay. And, you know what I do. Just what I did last night on our cute little bunny wreath thing that I love. On the shiplap part of that. Just sand it a little bit to get those edges looking good. I was going to sand the bottom just because I got a little paint on it that I don't really want on there. Oh, thanks, Christy. What a great idea. I was painting them on as skewers. Yeah, well, I've done either way, and it does work good in the paint, in the bag, but it was always kind of gloopy, and that whole idea of like shaking them on something after, it works. It's like, some people are just way smarter than I am. Okay, so you can see I just kind of brought some of that back. The middle's really not going to show very much on that one, so. And the only part that's going to show on this is like probably the very edge. Make sure I got the edge good on this one. Hi, Jen. Love. Oh, I already saw that. Good evening. Yeah, make sure you spread the blessing, because remember, my husband said he's gonna, if we get 19 new followers tonight and hit that 25,000 before the live's over, or right after the live, then he will craft with me, since he never crafts with me. This one's a lot less dark, but that's okay. It's fine. Okay, so now we're going to put this together. So, oh, I forgot to get out E6000, because I think that'll work good for it. Oh, thanks, Linda. You're sweet. Oh, Linda, you're from here from Yakima. You bought something from me after the bazaar. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and I was going to paint it, but then I just decided I like this color for spring. Because when I bought this, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. I just liked the stand, and I didn't have one of these. But I like this color, so we're going to keep it. So what we're going to do first, actually, before we do that, we're going to take this bottom ring, and what we're doing is we're going to take those beads that I painted. Actually, this part I'm going to use wood glue. But the ones that I stained, and we're going to, I think I'm going to, I had this open before I started, I thought. Maybe not. Come on. There it goes. So I'm just going to put like this inner part is not going to show. So I'm just going to put like a really thin layer of some wood glue. I'll just spread it with my finger so it's, because I'm going to put, even though I don't usually put hot glue on top of wood glue, I'm probably going to put a little bit. Okay, so I just kind of put glue around the edge. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our beads. Hopefully this won't take too long. And we're going to put glue on one of the hole sides, because I don't want the holes to show. So I'm just gonna hopefully not get glue everywhere. And I'm just gonna put them, I'll put a couple on and then I'll show you. I should move this out of there. I want them just at the edge, not too far over. So just like that. So you won't see the holes because one's up and one's down. This isn't really that many beads, so it shouldn't take too long. And you could use them already strung, which is what I normally do, but sometimes that ends up being more headache than it's worth. So with this small project, I thought I could just do it this way. I was going to do this project tomorrow, but I was so excited I wanted to do it tonight. I didn't craft as much during the Christmas time, so I'm kind of enjoying getting back to more crafting. I mean, I probably crafted more than most people, but not as much as I like to. Hopefully I count or measured this right and got the right amount of beads. I think I made too many, but that was on purpose just in case. And I try so hard not to get any glue showing, but I always get a little bit. I'm going to put even less glue because there's a few that have the glue showing. And we already have that wood glue, so it'll be okay with just very little hot glue. I'm going to try just to put a tiny drop. And put that towards the back, so the middle, so it doesn't show if it does seep out. Charity, I didn't see. It sounds like you're sick or something. I didn't catch it. I just saw that somebody said speedy recovery or something. So we're about half done with the beads here. You're having surgery. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, hopefully it goes well. I have never once been under anesthesia or anything. Never had a surgery. I'm hitting 50, so I guess that's pretty good. You guys hear Alex? Giggle monster. Oh, and so we might hit 19 if you all just go check and make sure you're following too, because a lot of you that are on here every day and every time I'm gonna put a little more glue here. Every time I'm on and post a lot on here, you guys, you comment and stuff, it says that you're not following, so just go and check that. Almost done. Probably should have laid them out ahead of time, because sometimes you think it's going to fit perfect, and then if you don't lay it out ahead of time, sometimes you'll get and you're like, can't quite fit one more bead, but it's got a gap, but hopefully that won't be the case. I might have to run and go get the goof off if my husband doesn't hear me. Or he didn't hear me. Okay, yeah, see, I think we're going to have the problem. Going to have too much for... That's all right, we can make it work. Just kind of have a little bit more gaps over on that side. That will make that the back. You don't really notice it actually. So that's what we have, just like a little tray with beads. Before I put the top on, let's take this to it, get rid of some of that glue strings. Trying to make it actually look neat. Sometimes when I make these kind of things live, it's not the neatest because I'm rushing. So, and then we're going to take this one, and you probably guessed it, we're going to put it over the top. So I think what we're going to do, oh thank you. Oh, I didn't even know we had real goof off. I thought we only had goo gone. I'm going to go ahead and put this, let's see, oh, because it's going to be right on the edge. I think I'll just put this like right on the edge of this. Will be easier than on the beads. Just a thin layer of it, and then I'll just add a little bit of hot glue on a few of the beads. I don't want to put this too close to the edge because I don't want it to show, because wood glue kind of dries kind of yellowy. I mean, it is yellowy anyway. So I just put a little, and then I'm just going to take my glue gun and just do a few, try to do it towards the middle actually. And hopefully it won't show. And then put this, try to get it just centered. Let me see if that's good, yeah. And then I see if I have anything heavy. The Goo Gone's kind of heavy. We'll put that there for a second. Hi Lisa, you started having, oh gosh, medical issues in 2001. Oh. Okay. Make sure it's good and stuck. Okay. So then we have our cute little, oops, that is not stuck over there. These wooden discs are kind of, they're cheap, so they're a little bit like bowed, so they don't always want to stay good. That seems pretty good. Okay, so we have that. How cute is that? Now, we are going to take our goof off. Well, actually, I forgot. We're going to do another step that I kind of come up with at the last second. Probably should have done this before I put this all together because I forgot I was going to do this. But I just took little pieces of hymnal sheets, and I'm just going to kind of like put them here and there. Most of it, like I always say, is not going to show, but we're going to put it on so you can see some of it, because we're going to sand a lot of it down anyway. So what we're going to do is just take some Mod Podge. I think we'll just do it the old-fashioned way without the iron. And I think I'll even just like maybe just put it on the paper, because then I'll know exactly where I want to put it. I don't even know what song this is, but I just wanted any song, it didn't matter. I'm only doing it this way just because I don't want to have to put Mod Podge over the whole top, and if you get it where you don't put the paper, then it kind of, even with this matte Mod Podge, it kind of gets a little shiny. So I'm just going to put that somewhere. Yeah, it's not stuck down right there either. So do some more gluing on our top. Just brush it down, get it good and stuck. I'll do this one. Oh, is this Trusting Away? That's the song. Oh, my husband says we're only 8 away. We're at, wait. I can't remember if that, I can't tell if that says 24.9, oh, no, 982. Or 9, I thought it said 992. I can't tell what it says. I can't read it. I remember when I hit 10,000, we were driving and I made my husband's, we were going over a mountain pass and I was like, I'm going to lose reception because I was waiting for it to hit 10,000 because I was so excited. Okay, that one on there. Okay, 18. I couldn't tell if that was a 9 or an 8. I was like, that's awful fast. Where should I put this one? Let's put it right here. I don't like that one there. I might not. I'll just put those 3, I think. Make sure those are good and dry. See, I see it's feels like it's, I'm gonna have to really hold it for a little bit. Beads are always hard because you don't want the glue to show, but so you don't put as much glue and then it doesn't want to stay. But, so I'm just trying to hold this for a second. So we have our hymnal sheets. Doesn't look good, but we're gonna sand it down really far. I am gonna put a little bit of Mod Podge around the edges so it's good and stuck. Is this stuck now? I think so. Okay, so we have that. And then I'm going to take, hopefully these are actually pretty dry already. So I'm just going to carefully take the sanding sponge, because this thing is not totally glued good yet, and get off the edges. And then I'm going to take my sanding sponge, so I took off the edge, and I'm just going to I want to sand the edges really good so it looks like it was painted on here, or you know how when you get something wet in the refrigerator that's paper and it sticks to the the refrigerator, so it's like it's just stuck on there and it looks like it's been there for a while, because it has. I want this to look like it's been there for a while. And then to make it look even more like it's been there for a while, we're going to take our paintbrush, hopefully it didn't dry out already, and just kind of, actually I might get a chip brush and do that. I have a smaller chip brush. So it still looks, kind of clumpy or blocky. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm just going to take a little bit of white on my chip brush and just pounce it off, and then just kind of lightly, make sure you don't have sawdust all over this. And then just kind of, just going to lightly go over, kind of over the edges, but kind of over the whole thing. So you're still going to see it, but it's just going to be like, look aged, I guess you would say. I'm just using what's kind of in the lid of my paint. Just kind of, it's already looking better. Get a little more paint. There's not enough in my lid. Too much. I got a lot right there, but that it doesn't really matter because it makes it look good actually. Like it was there and then it got repainted, and I did kind of this with a Christmas one, but then I put glitter over the top of it. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll show you here in a second. Kind of just blends it in and this looks better. I don't know if you can even tell, but it's kind of just really blended in now. I might even dry it a little bit and then sand just a little bit more, and then it'll be done at the top. Okay, kind of looks like that. Thank you for sprinkling, guys. We're almost there. And like I see where I put a little more paint on here. I didn't want to get paint on. I want to leave the beads brown. I like them brown. So we have that. Okay, so now let's start doing some stuff. So we're going to take this and we're going to glue this to this. And it's easier for me to turn it upside down. So I can kind of, you could measure where the center is, but I'm not going to do that. I don't measure that much. Ask my husband, which drives him nuts, but. Whew, I just got glue all over. I hate E6000 on my hands. It's so sticky. And then it gets on everything. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the lip. So it'll act, I mean, I don't know if you should use wood glue or E6000, but I think, because that's wood, but I don't think E6000 or wood glue works as good on like ceramic and stuff. So we'll try E6000. I think it'll be fine because I've just used hot glue in the past. So, all right, so then I just add a little hot glue, and then I'm gonna try to get it on the first shot in the middle. Oh, that isn't it. That was not a good shot. Hopefully. Okay. So that is our cute little stand so far. Sure it's good and stuck. Now I kind of want to, I have this that I, what do you call it? I stained with earlier. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this on the edges and then wipe it off and just kind of give it a little more of a dirty look. It's not going to stick that much because it's a ceramic, so, but it'll probably make it a little dingier. So just put it on and then kind of, you could totally wipe it off if you wanted, if you didn't like it, but just trying to kind of leave some on. So it's just not quite so bright blue, but you still have that blue. My hands are getting it all nasty. Let's see what that looks like. I don't really want to grab it like that. Kind of want a little more of it off. You could just dress it lots of different ways, but I just wanted a little dirt. Okay, there we go. So there's our cute little stand. It's just a little, oops, that's a big dirt spot. Just a little less bright, kind of. Okay, so then let's take our, let me wash my hands a little bit. Oh, thanks, Susan. So you could just, your stand could be done and you could just use this, the way I'm going to make it, I don't think it's going to be all glued down, the rest of it. So I could use it for different things, but I'm going to do it for spring right now. So I need to, oh, it gives me one that's not even opened. Honey, Jim, it's not open and I don't know how to open it. Or maybe it is. No. Oh, wait, it is. Never mind. There it is. So, that is, I don't like this really wide open can. I just have a little bit of gunk. Oh, that took, I like Goof Off so much better than Goo Be Gone. I really could use some Windex now. It came right off. I don't even have any cloth or anything that to dry. Okay. Well, we can do this other part. Where's my little, so we have our little round thing. I don't know what it is. And then I took like one of these, I don't know what they are either, but they come in the wood pile of Hobby Lobby. So actually, besides the beads, I think all this you can, and the bowl you can get at Dollar Tree, but this I got at Hobby Lobby. Sand it just a little bit. That's the one I just used. Oh my gosh, it's cold here too, but not that cold, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I didn't go out today. So I just wanted a little bit of white, so I'm going to glue this, whatever, finial, I guess it's called. I got hair in my face. Onto this. So I'm just going to put a little hot, or wood glue first. Come on. And a little hot glue. It's not much bigger than the little thing, but that's good because I didn't want it really big. Okay, so you can kind of see it's just a little edge on there. Just a little detail. Let's see if this is, it's dry enough. So then we're gonna glue this to here. When I'll use E6000 for that. A little hot glue. I can get that in the middle here. Okay. I can wash this later if it's not super clean. So this is just a bowl from Dollar Tree. That's all I used. So get all this dust off of here. Let me give it a spray here. Don't forget, I'm in the, well, it starts tomorrow, the market part of it, but the for the vintage and thrifted event, but I'm in it on Sunday. So I'll make another post about it probably tomorrow. I have posts on my page, but it's like a craft event for 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Now, this is going to go on here, as you can probably tell. And that is just cute. So that's the main part, but now we're going to do some decorating of it. What do you think? That's so cute. Okay. So, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do, I was going to put eggs. So I never even saw anybody haul these, but I found them and they come in a pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it looks like 10. But I never saw these last year or this year, but they're the little, tiny little wood eggs from Dollar Tree. And so I got some of those, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to do blue eggs or if I wanted to do white eggs with speckles. I kind of want to just do white. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take 3 of them, I think. I think I'll get a smaller paintbrush. I found it easier. Yeah, I think the blue is good. I was thinking about painting this down, but I'm glad I decided to do with that. So I'm just going to give these a really quick, doesn't have to be super thick coat. Because they're kind of hard to paint because you can't stick a skewer in them or anything. So well, you could do them the same way in the bag. I didn't think of that, but so. I'll probably just put it kind of a thick coat, or kind of more thick than I want, and then go back and kind of sand it down because it's hard to get it from being clumpy. I think it's a cute little stand. And so let's see, $2.50. I think I got those rounds. I forgot. I did get those from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you get them at Dollar Tree, but the wood rounds, I think they came in like a pack of 5 or 6 for just a couple bucks. So I would think it cost me more than 50 cents for those. Maybe, so let's say $1. So $2.50, $3.50. I mean, probably like, and then beads. So not very expensive so far to make a cute little stand. There's 2. Let's do 1 more. I was excited to find these eggs because I don't have any teeny little eggs like this. You could make them with like Model Magic or something, but I should have got more than 1 bag. But yeah, I was trying not to fill my craft room again after I just cleaned it. Okay. That chalk paint dries so fast, it's already pretty much dry. Okay. Yeah, oh, well, I don't know about greenery, but we're definitely putting stuff inside. But you could use it for whatever you want. So then these are pretty much dry already, so I'm just going to kind of scuff them up just a little bit. Get some of that excess paint off of them. So I kind of wanted to do blue, but then I was like, no, I'm not going to do blue. I don't know. Maybe blue is the right idea, but I'm not going to do blue. I might put the lid on this, but I don't know what to do with it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so to make the little speckles, I just took some, you can take any brown paint or whatever color speckles you want, but I just put some antique wax in here, and then I'll just add a little bit of water. And then you can use a toothbrush, or you can use, well, really any kind of stiff brush will work good. Let me see what I got here. This one looks like the best to do. And just make it kind of watery. And you kind of just have to play with it. It might not be watery enough, and then you can add more paint or add more. And then I just kind of go like, can you guys see? I just kind of flick. I don't like big speckles, so don't get too close. And toothbrushes actually work really good, but I didn't have a toothbrush I wanted to use. If you want a little bit, oh, see, I got too close, so that one doesn't, I don't like that side. I don't like that either. Kind of want some bigger spots, but not so many spots. I think what I need, well, I guess they're okay. They're gonna be fine. Get on. Trying to get a little bit on each side in case it. So. See, I don't even know if you can see, but it's speckled. So, anyway, that's how you do that. Now, you could buy nests already made or whatever, but I didn't have, well, I probably have some nests, but I haven't got out my spring stuff yet. So I just took some Spanish moss and I'm gonna, oh, I know what I was gonna grab. I gotta grab something over here. I'll be right back to grab it. Okay. I might put some sticks in it, which these are the sticks that come off of, like when you buy like solo wood flowers at Hobby Lobby. And I always cut them off the stem, so then I'll just keep the stem. Okay, hopefully I got enough. And I'm just gonna form it. You could probably put it together somehow, but let me get this out of the way. Take this over here. Put it like that, and then I kind of wanted it to sit up a little bit, so I was just going to kind of hide something behind it, like maybe like a even a small half bead or something, just enough to kind of hold it up, but it won't really show anyway, I don't think. Well, it might. I just want something to kind of hold it. Okay, so it's kind of like that right now. And then I was thinking about taking this stick, just kind of, I don't know, putting a few little branches here and there, popping out. Really, you can do whatever you want. Then take our little eggs and decide what spot you like, side you like the best. And like I said, I'm not gluing mine down, but I guess I'll just. So our little egg gets in the nest. Glad you're here, Brenda. I haven't been watching the comments, sorry. into my thing. Now I do have some greenery, but I wasn't sure if I was going to use greenery or not. So I have just some little stuff over here. If I do anything, it might just be a couple little flowers, maybe? I don't know. I just grabbed a couple little, I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'm not going to glue anything, like I said. If I do, it's going to be very minor. I mean, if I put any greenery. Yeah, it's falling over because I'm playing with it too much. I want it to be kind of like a haphazard little nest, so I don't expect it to look perfect. I need another little piece of that. I'll show you here in just a second. And then we're going to make another thing for it too, I think. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know if I like that greenery there. Maybe just a little bit in the front. Okay. Actually, I forgot. I wanted to add some moss that's like that. I don't know what you call it. I guess you call it like reindeer moss. It's a little bit greener, so we have like some different variations of moss on here. Which I should have put on before I did everything, but I can just kind of make that the bed of the eggs. This nest is not supposed to be so difficult for me. Maybe I'm going to glue the eggs in because they just don't want to sit how I want them to sit. They're just going to be glued into the moss anyway. Just because I like them to sit all kind of different. Oh my gosh, come on, eggs. Okay. I don't know why I'm worried. It's supposed to look like that. Nests are not perfect. That's what I think. Add a little green here and there. And I like it kind of coming out around. It's kind of messy. Okay, that looks good, I think. Ooh, I just about burnt myself. But I want it towards the front. Okay. I know it looks like a messy nest, but it's cute. All right, then we will put this on top. And like I said, you can use this for anything. You don't have to put a nest. I wanted it a little bit towards the front because the top of it kind of covers a little bit of the eggs. And if you want it to be permanent, you know, you could totally glue it all down, but can't tell if you can even see it with the glare. And then I want to make a little tag. You know me and my tags. Now I made this one because just to show you that you don't have to have tags like I had last night. I just took a paint stick, cut it to the length I wanted, and then just dog-eared, I don't know if that's dog-eared, but cut the corners off. And then I was looking for a transfer with the little word spring, but I couldn't find one. The one I could find, this actually came back into stock today. So you get spring has sprung. We're going to use just the word spring on there. And Hoppy Easter. I used some of these last year, but they're back. Hop to it with some carrots. Hippity hop. Chirp. And Somebody Loves You. So I couldn't put a link to it, but the link to my shop is there because for some reason it wouldn't let me do the link to it, but I couldn't get it to work. But there's links to everything. And remember, if you sign up for the club this month, you get 5 free transfers on top of the club membership. So it's great. And we got all new stuff today, so check it out. And the specials, there's specials in the special part for 20% off for everybody and 40% off for club customers. So there's all the infomercials. So we got that. I think I got some glue on my stand. So what I'm going to do with this, I think I'm going to, I want it to be white, but you'll see why I'm doing this because of the way the transfer is. But I'm going to stain it brown. Dry it. Got your order in, yay! What's that say? Lovely spring decor. Oh gosh, what's that say? The warming up the season, like warming up the season to come. Yeah. I know it's not really spring yet, but in crafting you got to kind of start early. Okay, and then I dried that and I'm just going to sand it down a little bit. I wasn't sure if I even wanted a hole in it yet, so that's to be decided, but we could put a hole in it if we want it. And then because this transfer that we're going to use is, the way it is like the part that's white is the part where the ink goes. So this part is going to be whatever you painted your surface. So I wanted the words to be brown. So I'm going to do ink over the top of it with paste. It's kind of hard to explain. It's just the way that this transfer is, because it's kind of the opposite of most transfers. So I'm just going to put this underneath where I want it, which is awesome because I can actually really see where I'm putting it. This kind of has a Ray Dunn type font, this whole transfer set. So now you can see we're going to cover the whole tag in ink, and then the only parts that won't have paste is the words. So the letters will be brown, if that makes sense. Also, if you're interested in getting anything for 40% off, there's a way to do that. You just have to become a designer. So let me know if you're interested in that by putting designer. I realized I didn't put it quite down far enough, but that's okay. I can touch it up with the paste after. I haven't done this too many times this opposite way, but I think it'll work. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work, right? So you just put it on and then you take it off, put back in here, and then you can reuse these over and over. Yeah, it worked. Except for I see, well, that's okay because I'm going to sand it down anyway. So you see what I mean? Like, it covered the whole tag white, but the word is in the same color. So we'll dry that. That's my favorite thing, is just using bits and pieces of transfers. I know, I don't mind the cold, but I like summer and springtime too. Okay, so that's how it is. And I'm going to sand it. I want it to look like even more rustic looking than it is. This is a cute tag right here. And like I said, I just made this out of part of a craft stick or a paint stick. I mean, not a paint stick. I used a craft stick, but I'm just lightly, I went over the edges and then I'm just kind of lightly go over the top just to distress it a little bit. Okay. Okay, so there's our cute little, you like fall and winter. I do too. I don't get that, really that, what do you call it? Like, I don't know, it's not cabin fever, but I guess they call it like winter depression or something. My dad used to get it, but I don't really. So I decided I think I want to tie it on. So I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to, this cuts like different size holes. So I'm going to find the smaller hole on the top here. If you don't have one of these, they're awesome. So I'll have to go over the S just a little bit, but that's okay. Make sure I go far enough in so it doesn't, yeah. So and it'll cut through metal even. It'll cut through a lot of things. And you can get these at most any craft store. And if you do things with eyelets, it puts eyelets into. I don't need to do that anymore. I used to do it with paper crafting and stuff, but not anymore. So I think I'm going to use this jute. And I'm just going to put some through here. Hopefully it'll fit through. It will if I get a better piece of it off of it. Actually, how do I want to do this? I don't know if I could fit it double through there, but if I could, that would be great. I would have cut a bigger hole, but I didn't want to cover too much of the word. I think it'll fit through anyway. I don't want to rip it though. There we go. So I just put it in double like that, and then I'm just gonna hopefully that'll be long enough. Go like, loop it through and go like that. And carefully, because I don't want to rip out that hole. Somebody's at our door, probably the postman or something. Trying to get it tighter without ripping it. Okay, so we have our cute little seasonal affective disorder. Yeah, I knew there was a name for it. I think this craft is looking cute. And then I put enough that I could wrap it around a few times, I think. Maybe one more. And tie it on there. And then if I did want to use this for something else and I don't want spring on there, it's very easy to take that off of there. Can't decide if I want to put just a dab of hot glue to have it sticking up a little bit, or if I don't. I think it's fine just laying flat. You guys won't be able to see it very good though. But you could put it up like that. I kind of just want it to be like that. That's why I gotta be careful, because I'm not wanting it to fall off there, but cute little tag. Oh no, maybe I should have it up. Let's see, let me look at it. Oh, there, it's gonna stay up by itself, so I could have it either way. What do you guys think? I do have a bird, but I don't have a small enough bird that I tried it in there, and it just, the dome is too low. It looked better just with the eggs, but you could definitely put a bird in there. You could put whatever, flowers, lay that by itself. I love the soft blue, white, and lightly stained wood together, really soft blue. Yeah, I think it turned out really cute. I love it. And I think I made it pretty good, like it'll stay together. I've been trying to work on that. I love it. I think it's so cute. Give me lots of hearts if you guys like it, because I think it's cute. And you can buy a nest that's already put together. I should have dug out my spring stuff, but I saw if there's any nests in there, but I just didn't feel like it. All right, that's it. I am done. I'm glad you guys like it. If you guys are interested in the club or getting it 40% off, or check out the specials, do all that. But tell me if you make this or some variation of it. I mean, you don't have to do anything like even spring. You can just use this idea for the stand, for a cupcake stand or little cake stand, or it'd be so cute. You know, if I would have done it like Valentine's-y colors, that little cake that they have right now in the Tiger at Dollar Spot for Valentine's Day, which I have, but it wouldn't really look good on this one. But that would be so cute. All right. My husband says we're 16 away, so we didn't quite make it, but keep sprinkling, and we should probably make it by tomorrow. All right, you guys have a great night, and we will talk to you. Let me look around, make sure I did everything I had put out, thinking I was going to do. Yep. All right, you guys have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, succulents, Jeanette, that would be cute too.